Dear students, welcome to the video lecture series of Digital Image Processing. This is lecture number 15. In today's lecture, you are going to solve some of the numericals based on image transforms. In previous lectures, I have told you that there are two types of possible image transforms based on orthogonal characteristics and on non-sinusoidal. So all of those transforms we have already discussed in the previous lectures. So let us proceed with some questions based on image transforms where you are going to calculate eigenvalue, eigenvector, transform matrix and some of the transforms.
First question is, prove that Hadamard transform works for mentioned image. Here image is given as F, which is of 2 cross 2 matrix. So let us see how Hadamard transform works for the given image. You know that the forward transform is given as, this is what this is A into F into A, and this forward transform is written as G, where A is what? 1 upon under root n H of Q comma Q, and the basic Hadamard matrix can be written as 1 1 1 and minus 1. So now substituting the value in this equation where A is given by this term and F is the original matrix. So what is this G? This is 1 upon under root 2 1 1 1 minus 1 into F, which is 2 2 2 1 into 1 1 1 minus 1. This is how the forward transform is being calculated. If you simplify it, this term 1 by root 2, 1 by root 2, it would be 1 by 2. Now multiply these two matrices. You will be getting 4 3 0 1 as the elements, 1 1 1 and minus 1. If you simplify it further, you will be getting G is what? 1 upon 2, 7, 1, 1 and minus 1. So this is what the forward transform is being calculated. Now calculate the inverse transform. Inverse transform, and from the inverse transform you will be able to extract the original image, which is the input one, and this is being calculated as A inverse G into A inverse. You know that G you have calculated already, but what is A inverse? A you know. So A inverse would be what? Just interchanging row and column. So you would be getting it as 1 upon root 2 1 1 1 and minus 1. In this case A and A inverse is same. Now substitute this value of A inverse and G into this equation. So you will be getting F is 1 upon under root 2 1 1 1 minus 1 into G, which is 7 1 1 minus 1, and then A inverse 1 upon under root 2, 1, 1, 1 and minus 1. If you simplify it further, you will be getting this as, means multiply these two terms into 1 upon root 2, 1 upon root 2, 1 upon 2 into 1 upon 2, which is 1 by 4. So this term will be what? 8, 0, 6, 2, and the another matrix is 1, 1, 1 and minus 1. Now multiply these two matrices. So you will be getting F is equal to 2, 2, 2 and 1. So here you can see that from the inverse transform you are getting original image F, which is same as the given matrix. And when you have calculated the forward transform, you have got this G, means from this F you have got the forward transform, and from by applying reverse again you are getting the original image. It means Hadamard transform works well for the given image. Now let us move to the next question. Next question is, determine the eigenvalue and eigenvector for the given matrix. A matrix of 2 cross 2 is being given over there, and you know that the process of eigenvalue and eigenvector calculation includes the step like ax minus a lambda is equal to 0. So here you can write down from this matrix 4 minus lambda, 3, 1 and 2 minus lambda. This matrix, this is what? Equal to 0. If you simplify it, this would be what? 4 minus lambda into 2 minus lambda minus 3 is equal to 0. So here the characteristic equation becomes lambda square minus 6 lambda plus 5 is equal to 0. Now to obtain the value of lambda you need to simplify it. When you simplify this equation number 1, you will be getting two values of lambda, which is 1 or 5. Lambda is 1 or lambda is 5. First case, when lambda is 1. Now substitute lambda is 1 into this particular matrix. What you will be getting over here? 4 minus 1, this term is 3, this is 1, 2 minus 1 and the terms will be x1, x2, this is equal to what? 0, 0. So just you have substituted one value of lambda which you have obtained from this particular equation. Now you have to simplify it so that you will be able to obtain the value of x1 and x2. To simplify it further, you will be getting two equations. 3x1 plus x2 is equal to 0 and 3x1 plus x2 is equal to 0. So here x2 will be what? Minus of 3x1. Now you need to determine certain values of x1 and x2. So many solutions are possible, but the simplest solution is for x1 is equal to x1, then x2 will be minus 3, when x1 is 1, x2 will be minus 3. So first eigenvector will be what? 1 and minus 3. So in this case, when the eigenvalue is 1, the eigenvector is 1 and minus 3. Now the next case, when lambda it is equal to 5. So the another case, when lambda is equal to 5, then you can write the matrix as first element 4 minus 5, second is 1, this is 3, this is 2 minus 5 into x1, x2, this is what? 0. Now simplify it. Again you will get two equations, minus of x1 plus x2 is equal to 0, 3 of x1 minus 3 of x2 is 0, and from this equation you will get x1 is equal to x2. So when x1 is equal to x2, again many possible solutions are there, but for simplest solution, let us take x1 is equal to 1, then you will get x2 is equal to 1. So in this case, second eigenvector will be 1 and 1. So when eigenvalue was 5, the eigenvector will be 1 and minus 1. So this is how the eigenvalues and eigenvector is being calculated. Now move to the next question. Covariance matrix is given as A is equal to 3, 4, 4, 3, means 2 cross 2 matrix, and you need to determine eigenvalue, eigenvector and matrix V. So some of the things you have already studied in the question number 2, how to calculate it further. Let us proceed. For given matrix, let 3 minus lambda, 4, 4, 3 minus lambda, this is what? 0. From here you can write it down as lambda square minus 25 is equal to 0. It means lambda would be what? Plus minus 5. So these are the two possible values, lambda plus and lambda minus of 5. Let us solve for first case. When lambda it is equal to 5, then you can write this equation as 3 minus 5, 4, 4, 3 minus 5, and the two coefficients would be x1, x2, this is what? 0, 0. So from here you can simplify it. The equations obtained will be minus of 2x1 plus 4x2 is equal to 0. 4x1 minus 8x2 is equal to 0. So when you will solve this, you will get two values. From here you can write down x1 is what? 2 of x2. Again x1 is 2 of x2. So when x1 is equal to 1, then you will get x2 is what? 1 by 2. Or x2 is 1, then x1 is 2. Anyway, you can write it down over here. So, the eigenvector would be 2, 1. This is the case. When you have simplified it for lambda, it is equal to 5. For next case, is when lambda it is equal to minus 5. Then you can write the matrix as 3 plus 5, next element 4, this is 4, minus 3 plus 5 into x1, x2, this is what? 0, 0. Simplified to get the values of x1 and x2. From here, you will be getting two equations, 8x1 plus 4x2, it is equal to 0. 4x1 plus 2x2 is 0. So, x1 is what? Minus of 1 by 2 x2. So, to get the simplest solution, if x2 is 2, when x2 is 2, what would be x1? Minus 1 by 2 of 2 is what? Minus 1. So, in this case, the eigenvector will be what? x1 is minus 1 and this is 2 when the eigenvalue was minus 5. Now you have to write down the matrix V. What is this matrix V? This is the normalized eigenvector. This is what? Normalized eigenvector. And how to write down the normalized eigenvector you have already studied. If the terms are A, B, C, then how to write it down? A upon under root A square plus B square plus C square, B upon under root A square plus B square plus C square. Similarly, C upon under root A square plus B square plus C square. This is the way to write it down. So, when you have calculated V1 and V2 both, V1 is what? The first eigenvector, which was 2, 1, and V2 is second eigenvector, which is minus 1 and 2. So, from here, the transformation matrix V can be, this is what? 2 upon under root 2 square plus 1 square, 1 upon under root 2 square plus 1 square. This term is minus 1 upon under root minus 1 square plus 2 square, and this is 2 upon under root minus 1 square plus 2 square. So, if you simplify it, then you would be getting the matrix, which is what? The product of these terms. So, you will be getting 2 upon under root 5. This is what? Minus 1 upon under root 5. This is 1 upon under root 5 and this is 2 upon under root 5. So, this is the way to calculate the eigenvalue, eigenvector and matrix V. Now, proceed to the next question. Determine the covariance matrix for given two matrix vectors. One vector is represented by x and another is represented by y. So how to determine the covariance matrix? You know that the average means the average of x is what? 3.5 and average of y is what? 3.5 means 6 plus 1 by 2. So the variance of x can be written as variance of x is what? 1 minus 3.5 its whole square plus 6 minus 3.5 and its whole square. If you simplify it, you would be getting 12.5. Means 1 minus 3.5 its whole square plus this term. Similarly, you can write down the variance of y. Here, first component is 6. So 6 minus 3.5 its whole square plus 1 minus 3.5 its whole square, and simplify it, you would be getting the same value 2.5. So the covariance can be written as covariance can be written as covariance of x and y. This is what? 1 minus 3.5. Next component is 6 minus 3.5. For y, the first component is 6 minus 3.5 and the next component is 1 minus 3.5. Simplify it, you will be getting this term as minus 12.5. So this is the way to calculate the covariance. Now you have to write down the covariance matrix. Covariance matrix is written as this is equal to, see, covariance of xy, variance of x, covariance of x comma y, and this is covariance of x comma y and variance of y. Now just you have to substitute the values. So by substituting, you are getting covariance matrix is equal to variance of x is 12.5, covariance of x comma y minus 12.5, covariance of x comma y minus 12.5, and this is 12.5. So this is the way to calculate the covariance matrix. So in this question, you have to calculate covariance matrix. So first you have calculated variance of x, y, then covariance, and finally you have substituted all the values into this equation. Now let us do one more question. Here you have to find out the KL transform of the following image X, and the transform kernel A is given at. Means given image and kernel is of 2 cross 2 size. X and A, the both term are given. How to calculate the KL transform? KL transform can be calculated as y is a of x minus mx. Here a is given. This is what the a is being given. X is also given. It means you have to calculate the value of mx. If mx is known, then you can substitute over here and you can calculate it. So how to calculate the mx? The mean factor is computed. Mx is what? Mean vector, and this vector is computed by taking the average of elements of matrix A. Means average of elements of matrix A. So matrix A is given over here. So this term will be mx is what? 0.7 plus 0.7 plus this. So you will be getting this as 3.5, 3.5, 3.5, 3.5. This is the mx. Now substitute the value of a, x and mx in this equation. So you can write y is what? A, which is minus 0.7, 0.7, 0.7, 0.7 into x, which is 1661 minus mx, which is 3.5, 3.5, 3.5, 3.5. Now simplify it. If you simplify it, you will be getting the y as of 2 cross 2 matrix with the same order, and the coefficients will be 3.5, 3.5, 0 and 0. So this is the way to calculate the KL transform, and this would be the answer. But in case if you have to calculate the original image, extra, if you have to recover original image, how to recover it? Recovering means x from y. This is what the inverse one. So x can be calculated as A transpose into y plus mx. Here also you can substitute all values. A transpose is interchanging the rows and columns of A. Substitute the value of y plus mx. You would be able to receive the original image. So you can check it after simplification. Definitely you would be getting it as 1661. So this is the way you can show that the KL transform works. Means first calculating the KL transform and then recovering original image means inverse KL. This is inverse KL transform. So students, in today's lecture, we have solved 5 questions based on the transform, based on covariance, based on eigenvalues, eigenvectors calculation. And all these terms and transforms you have studied in the previous lecture. So if you have any doubt, you can review the previous lectures so that you will be able to solve some more numericals. Thank you so much.